Ah, okay. Today, it's interesting. For some reason, when I let out a sigh, say okay, and say today, it's kind of like a induction for me. It sweeps me into this somehow. Interesting. Hmm. So, here I am again, totally exhausted still. Day 2 of extreme exhaustion. Uh, Yesterday I got up the energy to finish the proposal for that residency in New York that I was called to do by forces within and around, even though it felt like something beyond my comfort zone. I'm assuming that. I couldn't tell if it was that it really wasn't something I wanted to be doing, or really something I shouldn't be doing, or it's just stretching beyond my construct fields and neural pathways that have been laid down. So I just went with it. But afterwards I got a burst of energy because I finished something, so there was a sense of accomplishment. And then I really had trouble sleeping last night again. The whole readjusting to the new schedule and stuff like that is really rough because it's not really a set schedule, so everyone is kind of reorienting and just trying to roll with it. So it's kind of stressful for me because I'm kind of used to either just rolling with it in my own being, or having a set kind of schedule. Either of those kind of extremes I'm okay with. One that's sort of okay with, because the scheduling, if the schedule is loose enough so that I can feel into it, that's one thing. But if it's like hardcore schedule, like if I don't do that it's kind of stressful. But I guess this is all stressful for everyone. It's just the degree that it impacts me is interesting. So, day 2 of not wearing the compression hose again, which once again could be the physiological reason for my exhaustion. Also, it's very hard for me to shake the feeling that I'm sick in some way, but I have tendencies towards hypochondria. It's funny, ever since I did that documentary / educational film on communicable diseases way long time ago, it's like I really struggle with the whole, idea of sickness, and it's, it really kind of triggered into some kind of maybe latent OCD tendency I have, but I don't know how latent. I've always been kind of perfectionist and, anal, which is kind of a accepted form of OCD, I guess. So let's see. Today, it was hard. I started to read the lesson in the morning, but then I had to go to the bathroom, and then the bathroom schedule was weird. And then I didn't really get a chance to do my meditation with the Course in Miracles until much later. And then when I got to it, it kind of felt like reading it over and over I had to do. And then it kind of penetrated me. And it's really, in a sense, what it's about today is realizing that the power of decision is my own, is kind of the main kind of phrase, but it goes beyond that, and that the power of decision is my own in terms of the choice to be an illusion or to wake up to who I am in truth, the cosmic self, whatever. And then I went into the drawing process, and what I did to start it is I did a meditation, I closed my eyes, and I just surrendered my hand to the divine, and I just let my hand just go for just like a minute or so on the screen. And then I opened my eyes, and there was like this kind of abstract form of, I felt like when I looked at it, like it was a human being in the fetal position in an abstract form. And that kind of, like right away I felt this kind of phrase rising in me, birthing the cosmic self, which is connected to the lesson for the day. And so then I let that guide me as I was working with it then. So this was an unusual kind of process, a little different. So I just allowed that kind of phrase to kind of move through me, and into the process. And so then it ended up being birthing the cosmic self. And then I posted it. And then I just felt another wave of exhaustion. Had to lay down. And then started to really kind of think about this idea of waking up. And one of the things I was thinking about is that, part of the cosmic self is that everybody, every sentient being is part of myself. I started to feel like in my life, so many people have helped me. And I felt this kind of sorrow that I may not have lived up to their expectations of me or what they saw in me, if they saw the light in me and I didn't live up to that. And also because I've been, for most of my life, this kind of, I guess, messed up. All right, I'm saying it. I messed up, man. I say the wrong things, I don't say what I need to say, and all this kind of stuff, do and not do, and it feels like everything is perfect and everything is fucked up. But it feels like major people in my life, my friends and family and stuff, feels like on the level of the physical plane, I've not been a good son, brother, cousin, husband, friend, and that I've not been a good. I've received a lot of gifts, a lot of help, a lot of love, and I've not been able to give back on the physical plane in terms of, a friend in need. I'm there all the time. It's very hard for me to be there for people because I get so paralyzed with these little stresses of everyday life that often when people need me the most is when I collapse. And a lot of people have really tried to help me in all these different ways. And now on the emotional and spiritual level, I've tried most of my life to really feel love and to express love and send love and pray and just hold people in this loving presence. And I don't know if that's enough, I guess. I mean, from a spiritual perspective, it's enough, but I don't know if I am causing suffering. It feels like on one level I am, and I don't want to do that. This a little while ago, as I started this walk, I had this feeling inside. It rose, and like the words rose, that, it's like I have the power. It feels like somewhere beyond, it's like somewhere beyond my reach. I do have the power to wake up. I do have the power to save the world. I think we all do. Somewhere inside of us, we each have the power to save the world in our own way. Not just the whole world as a world, but those closest to us, it's just, and so I felt this kind of deep desire to wake up enough to be able to do that, be able to try to save the world, let's put it that way. And I don't know how, I don't know where that's going to come from. I know I feel that, and it's like I'm holding it. It's making me very emotional right now. I do want it with all my heart. Maybe part of this is also coming from tried to work on today my TV series, video game, VR platform thing, which is a vehicle to storify and gamify the evolution of consciousness for individuals and society. It's kind of like, and it feels like this is channeling through me. It feels like this is a potential to heal, and it feels like it's beyond my capacity to take this into manifest form. And it's a big project, and here's fucking me. I have a problem when someone looks at me the wrong way. I gotta go lay down. So this is, whew. But then I felt this is really so important. I should just put it out there and give it away, because if I can't do it, maybe someone can do it. Or maybe putting it out there, something will happen and I'll be able to help in some way. I don't know. It's like, or can I transcend these limitations I've had all my life that have just grown and deepened? Feeling the wind against my face, and probably I'm thinking the microphone's probably going to be going wacko. So, sorry about that, if that's true. But it feels good. The wind. I love the wind. The wind and the breath to me are so cool, because they're like that. They are these dimensions of reality that are on the border of form and formlessness. You can't see them. You could feel them. You could see their effects, but it's kind of like spirit. And I mean, I'm not the first one to talk about this, believe me. I'm sure you know that. Most every tradition, yoga tradition, the breath is all about that. It's the only kind of physical, automatic system that we could easily control. So it's like a way of us transcending the physical form through consciousness. We could change our energy in our body by controlling that and bring ourselves to a higher level. So it's, it's there. But it's like, I just love experiencing the wind, breathing with it. I've been shooting little video pieces of the wind or its effects, and I have in my mind somewhere I'm going to create a little video meditation on the wind. So that's on the table. It's funny, it's like I'm thinking now, and it's like in one way I have trouble doing the interpersonal thing, but I kind of get all these ideas about films and drawings, and it feeds my being, my soul. It's just interpersonal, which, if the ultimate truth of who I am is everybody, that's like an area that I got to heal. How do I connect with other beings? But then again, perhaps my incapacity to do it in the normal ways are pushing me to try to do it in more non-dual, beyond form ways, like prayer, meditation, like holding them with love. Maybe. Because that's kind of has been my only way of really giving back. And I don't know if the Course says that that's enough, that the law of reciprocity of this world is an illusion too, because giving in any form only multiplies itself. So, who knows? But I'm now conscious that this is going, over 19 minutes now, so I think it's time. Peace out. Peace in. Peace in between. Peace all around. Namaste.